I'm gonna lie, I did.
Oh Lord.
Just know that 2021 was my introduction. 2022 is going to be like, damn, this is who she is. Bam.
If I'm not wrong, on your Instagram bio, you say something along the lines of you creating your own runway, yes, because you are 5 foot and me too. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, sis. Come on, sis.
So I find that beautiful that we are, as people, as Black girls,
absolutely
continuing to break the societal norm. And in yes, your specific case, it has to do with the modeling industry and how typically a girl 5'9" and up, 6 feet preferred, is the ideal body type to dress. But right, you're showing that you and me at the yes, petite size of 5'3" can still blaze the runway and make a statement.
100%. I think it's very, very important for me to have that message out there, because not only that, but now I have a bunch of younger girls that look up to me. Yes. I have women from all across the world. So I also want to keep that image and also that positive look. Like, hey, it doesn't matter how tall you are or how short you are. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
No matter what society standards are. Break that barrier.
Thank you. That's good.
Do you feel like, because now you're like a meg star, you got millions of followers now, do you feel like you have to like chill out on social media, or you just still like, you're still gonna just be you?
I'm gonna still be me no matter what, because I've always been Melinda since day one. Even before Too Hot to Handle, I was always Melinda. It's just that now millions of people get to see it. So it's like, for me, I'm not changing. I'm not, when I read comments, you're doing the most. Sis, go off my page then.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna change it. Like, this is me. And people love me because I'm me and I keep it real. And I'm gonna always be that person. Because a lot of people fail to realize when you get a lot of followers, a lot of attention, and sometimes you get negative feedback and people feel as though they have to change. But little do they know that's the challenge that you are currently being brought, is will you fold and change to be someone you're not, to accommodate other people, or will you continue to be that person that you are and break past that? So I've been challenged a lot these past few months. And I've learned that, hey, Melinda, no matter what stupidity is going to come my way, don't fold. And I didn't fold. And I kept it like this.
Because being you is what got you here. Sorry, Wayne. Being you is what got you here. So to 100%. Change that would be counterproductive. And then you would lose the genuine fans such as myself and others who fell in love with you on the screen because of you being Melinda. So to cower, it just seems idiotic. It doesn't make sense, but also people do struggle with confidence when they do receive those comments. So I do understand that space, but I'm happy that you're choosing to just be you no matter what. Because there's, I mean, why change? Yeah.
It's hard because, sorry, Wayne.
No, go ahead.
It's hard, especially like behind the scenes. What people don't see is all the nasty comments, all the nasty messages that I get. And I can understand why some people might want to change because of all the comments and all the messages. But it's like, you get that and you see it, but it's up to you to mentally prepare yourself for what you want to do next and how you want to handle that.
Yes.
The best way I handle it is put this finger right here and hit that black button.
That's what I was really about to ask you that. I was like, how do you like handle that? I know like a lot of people, like just anybody, like there's so many negativity going on. Like if anybody having some good success, there's always somebody over there trying to knock them down. So like, how do you like handle that? Do you like just stay away from social media? I know you just mentioned blocking. Is there anything else you do?
Honestly, I've learned a lot about myself. Because old Melinda would have been retaliating and commenting back and arguing back. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm 28 years old. I don't have time to go Twitter fingers and Instagram fingers and arguing with people who I don't know and who don't know me from a can of paint. So I can either show a different side of me and have people judge me, or I can handle it the right way, the new way, and just ignore them and block them. And that's just that. It's a lot of blocking that I gotta do. But I'd rather that outcome versus people judging me off of commenting back something and being seen in a whole nother light.
For sure.
Have you ever commented back to somebody and they like just were like a fan that was just trying to get your attention?
No. It depends on like what kind of attention they wanted. If it was trolling or if it was like a genuine good question. But 9 times out of 10, I talk to all my fans, all of them.
You spoke of the growth that you experienced just with how you respond to individuals. So that leads me to my question of what did you discover about yourself on the show that you didn't know or notice before? Like what character traits, what strengths, what weaknesses did you notice about yourself upon leaving?
Ooh. Oh, that's such a good question. So it's too hard to handle. I already had the mindset of I'm going to be myself, stay strong, and don't fold. That was my mindset. Even leaving out, I still have that. But when it came to men, I knew I always like loved to have the attention. I always it's like, oh yeah, it's like easy for me to like have who I want.
Yeah.
Not only realizing, damn, I have to actually fight for someone in there that I would typically not fight for outside. Like, wouldn't you give that person a time or day outside? And like for me, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Looking back at it now on the screen, I'm like, oh my God, I look crazy. I look crazy chasing after someone that didn't want me the whole time. And for me, I learned that, Melinda, holy crap. Like, you look crazy on TV chasing after someone. But for me personally, I realized the reason why I did that is because I came from a family of 16 and I was surrounded by a family of love and care and attention. So when I went into that, that's all I wanted to give was that love and attention. So I didn't know how to take not getting it back.
Yes.
But that taught me how to handle situations like that outside now. That I can't always give people, I can't expect people to give me what I give them.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because not everybody is ready for that kind of love. Not everybody is on that same level, and that's okay. Yeah. It hurts, but I've learned to always stay strong and still give love, no matter what.
Well, woman to woman,
hate in my heart.
You did not fail. You weren't chasing. You didn't come across from girl to girl. You didn't come across to me as chasing someone who didn't want you. The individual that we're speaking of, it came across as if it was a mutual thing. And then there were, ups and downs, but that's relationships. And you guys are in this high intensity box, so to say, where you're chosen, where you've been chosen and selected to fall in love, potentially to make it to the end. And not that you were in it for the money or whatever have you, or the fame, but love mattered. So you were trying to make the most of it. So you never came across to me as desperate or chasing. You were really just giving your all. And when it didn't work, you pivoted and you moved on and you seem happier. So I don't think you failed in that aspect.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, on the show, I was like, man, I don't want to say his name, but I was low-key mad. Like, bro, what are you doing?
We're not giving any airtime to that person.
Yeah, but I was like, what are you doing? I was just like, I don't know, I was upset. Now I was also like, Melinda, like, you gotta cut him off like a suit, because like I think as a guy, like when you see it, it's like, okay, you know what he's about. So I was like, well, we gotta cut him off like second episode. So I was like, I think it was like the scene, like he was talking, you guys had a conversation, and then he went to go talk to some other girl. I was like, Melinda, just cut him off there. Don't even talk to him about all.
Well, you mentioned earlier that you were 28 years old. Where I thought you were 23. I'm 23. or 20 or anything. Like, and I am not confused because our melanin defies time.
It's that black on crack.
But like to hear that you're 28 and you're so, and not 28 is not an old age in the slightest, but you're so youthful and you have such a sweet spirit that I really thought you were closer to your 20s. To hear that you're almost 30 and you look and feel and act, that's really good, girl.
Thank you. Because you know what? I never let no one's age or my age define who I am. It's like,
no, we're timeless.
Young at heart. Exactly. Like you said, we are timeless, girls. I'm gonna keep it that way.
I'm not sure if you did this intentionally, but as Black women, we are very versatile when it comes to our hairstyles. And you served looks You served looks with the hat, with the feathers, with the you served poolside. And that was just poolside. You served looks. So if it wasn't, I wouldn't be surprised. But if it was intentional to showcase us in different styles and textures, how important is that, or was that for you to showcase us in different aspects, straight, long, wavy, and natural kinks?
Knowing that I was going to go on a show as a Black woman, I knew I had to represent.
Yeah.
And show the world that we are just not this one standard look.
No.
I went on there and I had this plan. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring Melinda to Netflix. I'm going to bring Melinda to the world and show people, no matter the skin color, how diverse we can be. But most importantly, Black women, especially my people. I wanted to go there, bring different wigs, different like hairstyles, outfits, colors, everything that they are scared to express. I want to show them, hey, look at how I do it. You can do it.
Yes.
Dope.
And you slayed each look, so I'm with that.
Thank you. Ain't gonna lie, girl, I did.
Oh Lord.
What's like one of the sweetest messages you ever received from like one of your fans? Is there like one like?
Oh my God.
Is there like one that was like, yo, this like really like helped my day out? Like it really made me feel better.
There was one message, and I will never forget this one, and it made me tear up and cry. I read this, and this I don't know the words exactly, but I do have a screenshot of it. And she said, "You might not know me, but I do follow you. After watching you on Too Hot to Handle, you helped me become more confident in my skin color. I'm a Black girl from somewhere in Africa." And she says, "I hated myself for my skin tone. I wanted to kill myself because I didn't feel pretty. But seeing you represent us and showing diversity and showing versatility, you helped me out of this place that was so dark and brought so much light into my life." And I was just like, oh my God, there are people out there that feel this way and don't have any guidance at all. And they're young. And the fact that she was 16 years old and felt this way broke my heart. Because I have young sisters. And if my sisters ever said this, I would shed a tear and cry. So for her to reach out to me and reach for help and guidance and just some type of response, I just couldn't ignore that.
Representation.
It's everything.
It's everything.
No,
especially because we never had
I
it.
watched season 2. Honestly, I was like, okay, I was like, let me go.
Yeah, when I saw their picture, like on the promo, I saw the chocolate girl. I said, oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So they don't always put us. They don't always cast us.
I didn't watch season 1 until after your season. I was like, all right, let me go check out season 1 now.
You set the tone.
Got to for my people. We just got to. But not only that, but Netflix, like working with Netflix, it's such for me, it was such a beautiful, amazing experience.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
I went on that show and they treated me like royalty. They loved me. When I had a new hairstyle, they're like, oh wow, Melinda, you are setting the tone. Like there were times where like
they noticed.
Put me to the side. It's like, girl, this is what we need. This is what we like to see. They loved it. And when I was going on the show and I asked them, hey, can I bring these wigs? They go, oh my God, please do. They go, we love that. We want that. Bring whatever makes you happy. Do what, like, I'm like, okay, say no more. It's okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your soul and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You're just a delight.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, guys. Like, honestly, thank you.
Do y'all see how gorgeous this girl is? Y'all see? Just the face card.
Never ever declined.
Bye.
Bye, Melinda.
Bye.
Bye, Wayne.